ShinRobjira.
What's going on there, friends and neighbors? I am ShinRobjira, and today I'm going to be talking about NECA's Atomic Blast version of Godzilla 2019, or Atomic Breath Godzilla 2019, KOTM Godzilla 2019 version 2, whatever name you want to call this thing, it's what I'm talking about today. So when I say today has been the worst day in a very long time, it has definitely been the worst day in a very long time for me. This is the fourth time I am recording this video. The first time my camera died, the second time my camera ran out of space and I accidentally deleted everything. The third time the footage got corrupted, so this time I'm really hoping it works out for me. But anyway, this figure is beautifully painted. I mean, you're looking at it right here. It's beautiful. It looks great. Don't worry, we're going to take a nicer look at it in a couple of seconds. But is this figure the savior for NECA's KOTM line? Well, paint-wise, yeah. There is one thing about this figure that really did upset me. But anyway, let's take a closer look at the paint. Your eyes do not deceive you. Godzilla's eyes are beautifully painted. Let's take a closer look. Beautiful little silver slither for an eye. Thank you, NECA. I really do like the little blue and turquoise highlights that they have going on around the eye. I'm not sure if this is 100% what we saw with the prototype figure, but thankfully, ooh, on both sides, the figure does shine very nicely. And as you can see, no wonky head-on collision eyes. He looks fierce. Atomic Fierce-Zilla. Just look at that. He looks right. Now, before I move on and totally gush over the dorsal plates, I did want to go over that Godzilla's teeth this time are all blue. They're the same metallic blue that we're going to see up here. Hold on. Had to turn on my flash real quick. As you can see, the inside of Godzilla's mouth is the same metallic blue with a little bit of turquoise on the roof and on the sides. Little sloppily painted in there, but it looks nice. Okay, now I'm going to gush over the dorsal plates because hoochie mama, look at these dorsal plates. Look at all the different colors. Oh my god. I personally think NECA absolutely outdid themselves with these dorsal plates. They look fantastic. There are so many different colors over here. Oh my god, the tips are topped with that metallic blue and they shine in the light. And it just looks so very awesome. It's like the closer you look at the figure, you just see more and more color. Shiny molten white over here. Then we have the darker blue. And then we have the turquoise kind of trailing off into little veins. Oh my god, NECA knocked it out of the park. This is truly some of my favorite paint work from NECA. I love these crazy paint jobs. They do these crazy paint jobs a lot of justice. Just look at this. Look at all of the different colors. It just looks so very good. So good. NECA, you've had my heart for a while now, but you absolutely have my heart with this paint job. Please give us more like this. But of course, this fantastic paint doesn't stop at the dorsal plates. Obviously, we see it on the back and we start to see it on the thighs as well. When it comes to the thighs, though, the blue does start to taper off, which is perfectly fine. Yet again, I love that it tapers off into like these vein shapes on Godzilla's thighs. Over here, you can see it very well. I love that. I think that's so very cool. It's like Godzilla is supercharged with atomic power. And the effect comes off really nicely. And even on the tail over here, you're going to see a lot of those different colors. The blue highlights on the edges, the turquoise, the blue highlights on the top. You will be able to tell which part of the tail comes off, like the part that you have to put back on. There's a little bit of a shade difference there. I think you can see that pretty well. That's not even nitpick on my end. I'm just stating that right now, so nobody can say I didn't say it, I guess. But yeah, there is a shade difference in the tail that is perfectly fine on my part, though. Just look at the turquoise that NECA was able to get in between all of the scales. It looks fantastic. I mean, it's not something that you're going to see from 250 miles away, but when looking up close, just makes looking at this figure an experience in and of itself. And for anybody upset with Godzilla's nails from the original release, I think you'll be happy to see that his nails are done up much better this time around. They're not as goopy and not as sloppily painted, but it looks like you are going to run into somewhat of a blue imbalance. I mean, that's what I'm seeing so far. It looks like his fingers didn't get enough blue on them, while this one on this hand got a lot more blue. Again, just a nitpick, just stating the obvious here. And something that I like about this blue paint that NECA gave Godzilla is that it really is everywhere. Like, even on the insides of the arms and on the forearms, even on the inside of the hands. Yeah, look at that. Even on the inside of the hands, you're going to see the atomic blue. Not so much on this hand, but he's got a good amount of it on his forearm. This blue and turquoise is going to follow up all the way till Godzilla's crotch, and then everywhere below that, you're not going to see it intentionally, at least. Yeah, there are a few little drippy spots on the shins. But other than that, I have nothing but great things to say about this figure's paint job. It is fantastic. Now we are going to move into articulation, and then we'll move into the atomic breath effect. Articulation is going to be really, really quick, because this is essentially the same figure you already have. So let's get started. Hinge at the jaw. Head can look up that far, can look down that far. We have a swivel at the neck. Yet again, you are going to get that soft rubber for the neck so you can glide over the dorsal plates and not scuff anything. You are going to get articulation in the torso. You can go all the way around. You can lean forward about that much, and you can lean back about that much. You're not going to get anything crazy. When it comes to Godzilla's arms, you can move in like so. You can move out like so. You can move all the way around like so. You're going to get a bend at the elbow, a swivel at the elbow, a bend in at the elbow as well. You're going to get a swivel at the hand. You're also going to get a hinge at the hand as well, up and down. Be careful of these nails though, because they are sharp. I mean, just look at my fingers. And of course, you're going to get the same arm movement on both arms. Second verse, same as the first. Moving over to the tail, you can spin it all together at the base. When it comes to the tail, this is the new NECA tail, so you're going to get a very nice curve out of it. I found if you apply a little pressure by pushing it in, and if you want to give the tail a nice curve up, it'll help hold the pose a little bit better. A lot better than the original, though. A lot. But the tail is still kind of loose. Now moving on to the legs. Yes, the legs. So, the legs can go all the way around. What is he getting at? Why does he sound so malicious? You'll find out very soon. You'll get a nice swivel at the knee. You can bend forward at the knee that much. You can bend backward at the knee that much. And surprise, surprise, here you go. Ooh! Yeah, that timing was really, really bad. Yeah, unfortunately, on both feet, my Godzilla's got some loose feet. Yeah, some very loose feet. I know this is a rather easy fix and everything, and ooh, look at that detail on the bottom of the feet. It is just a little upsetting. Something just had to mar this figure from being 100% perfect, because until I found this out, I thought this was the definitive NECA Godzilla figure. NECA 2019 Godzilla figure. But yes, we have loose feet. But they do go back on really easily, like so. And yeah, it is unfortunate. It really is. But you know what? It's probably just mine. Well, let me reiterate. It's hopefully just mine. When you go out and pick this guy up, or if you ordered him from NECA's eBay or Amazon store, maybe you won't have the same problem as me. Maybe I'm just that one unlucky person, and you know what? I'm perfectly fine with that, because I personally don't mind being the guy to, you know, get the word out. It's like, hey, feet might be a little bit loose. I'm perfectly fine with taking one for the team. But anyway, let's start talking about this atomic breath. Here it is. It is really, really nice looking, very nicely painted, very reminiscent of the Godzilla GMK breath effect piece. So basically, Godzilla's tongue is going to slide into this like a sock. You're going to look for this little indentation right there. That's where the teeth are going to go. That's how you know that is the top. You're going to open up Goji's mouth. You're going to line the hole in the tongue up. You're going to press in, and whammo, there you go. Whoa. The atomic breath has been applied. Now, yet again, we haven't really been given any instructions on how to use any of this. You kind of just, have to assume when it comes to NECA. The only instructions that we are given are, hey, this is how you get the tail on. Actually, I didn't need to heat up a single part of this figure. I was very, very happy with that. Even the tail went on just fine. So when it comes to the other part of the breath effect piece, there really isn't a right or wrong way to apply it. It just kind of sits there. See, I saw that one little part right there. Let's do a zoomer. I saw that one little part right there, and I thought that would kind of like help hook this into the atomic breath stream coming out of Godzilla's mouth, but that is not the case. This just kind of sits there, and you're kind of gonna have to lean Godzilla forward a little bit for it to kind of like, match up fully. Like, oh, yeah, that's another thing. This thing doesn't stay in the mouth too well. Oh, golly. You're right at the finish line. No, I'm kidding. I love this figure. I still think this figure is a win, has a little problems here and there, and that's essentially how the atomic breath piece is going to look. Let's go handheld with this one, fellas. So as you can see, it has a very nice explosion splashing effect going on there. Looks very nice. I like that the center is white, just like the tip of the atomic breath piece. So it kind of does get lost in there, as you can see. Looks very nice. You'll be able to put that up against buildings, just like it shows on the box. You can put it up against figures. I'll show pictures later of me doing just that. It does look nice. I do wish there was a way to hook these two pieces together so they become one piece, but that is just me dreaming out loud there, I guess you could say. Ow. So, overall, the figure looks fantastic. I love the paint job on this thing. My only little complaints are going to be with the feet and a little bit with the atomic breath being kind of loose. I really don't have a problem with this, being like its own separate piece. This is a nice little effect piece to have. It's somewhat flexible. I would not try bending this. I mean, it is mostly solid there. Kind of looks like a little umbrella that they put in alcoholic beverages. Oop, don't mean to be flipping you off there. Yeah, it does look very, very nice. NECA always does a good job with stuff like this. And for those of you wondering, I almost forgot. Hold on. Excuse me, mean blue and totally dude Godzilla. The breath effect piece is 100% compatible with the original NECA Godzilla 2019 released figure. There you go. Just in case you were wondering. Never fails to give me a good laugh. So, I just wanted to do a little comparison between the two. Here, this goofy, gummy bear eye looking motherfucker compared to this lovely blue demon we have going on here. These were obviously meant to be bigger eyes. They were obviously meant to have a lot more emotion in them. Why were they so overlappingly huge, though? Like, looking at this guy's eyes back here, they look perfectly fine. They're perfectly fine small. I don't know exactly what happened over here. Like, I feel like NECA totally could have gotten away with just a little bit of white and a little bit of yellow or brown, whatever Godzilla's eye color is, and just making it somewhat like a jelly bean, like this, Just add a little bit of yellow in there. I don't know. I'm just kind of throwing that out there. Comparison-wise, though, it is literally just paint. They're both the same size. Yes, I am using the box as a stand. Forgive me. The tails are the same length. Stop it. The figures are the same height. They are just different colors. So overall, I really do like this figure. The paint job is right up my alley. It's the kind of crazy and weird paint job that I really, really like on effects figures like these. And aside from the atomic breath being a little loose and both of my feet being extremely loose on this figure, I like it. I like it a lot. I will go on to say that I like it a lot better than the original that was released from NECA. Not because of the eyes, just because of the color. I love color like this. I really, really do. Seriously, I love weird paint jobs like this. And I'm even more stoked for Fire Godzilla. Yes, that's officially what it's called. He is not Burning Godzilla. He is Fire Godzilla. Please do not be roasting me in the comments. Was that a joke? Maybe. But yeah, I'm going to start showing some pictures right now of Godzilla and Rodan, Godzilla and Mothra, Godzilla and another Godzilla. It is the same height that you would get from a NECA figure. And yeah, here's pictures of the box too. now that I mention it. So everybody, those are my thoughts and opinions on the NECA Godzilla Atomic Blast version KOTM 2019 Super Deluxe Ultra Collector's Edition figure. This figure's gonna have so many names. Please, within the comment section below, let me know, do you like this figure? Will you pick up this figure? I'm really hoping that foot problem is only on my figure. I really don't want this figure to have any negative press surrounding it because it is an extremely beautiful figure. It really is. But anyway, I have been ShinRobjira. I do hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. May Skreonk be with you all.